Hi, everyone. I'm Vanessa Schneider. I am the U.S. government teacher for your child. And welcome to my back to school night presentation. So there are three things I'm going to mainly go over in this presentation. One is what will your child study in U.S. government? Two, real quick, I'm going to talk about Schoology assignments and grades. And then three, tips on how to best support your student in U.S. government. So why do we study? What do we study in U.S. government? Sorry. This course is designed to make students aware of the privileges and responsibilities of being a citizen of the United States and to prepare students with the knowledge that they will need as future voters. The approach I usually take is that voting is both a right and a responsibility, and what are some responsibilities that come with being a citizen in the United States and being an educated voter. So we will study the structure, powers, and responsibilities of our government, as well as the processes that are used to create public policies. We're really going to look into the three branches, the checks and balances, what each branch is responsible for in terms of our government, all of that good stuff. And lastly, emphasis is going to be placed on the core ideals and values that make the American political system unique and the way that our government operates at the national, state, and local level. So we will spend some time talking about the differences between the national, state, and local level, what each level is responsible for in government. So what can students find on Schoology? So I'm sure you've noticed that this year we have a very specific way of organizing our classes on Schoology. So students can find all synchronous lesson materials. So synchronous means our in-person lesson materials. What do I go over when they are with me face-to-face in person or on Zoom? And that will be our Google slide presentations, website links, videos. They are all in a synchronous folder that I post every week. All asynchronous lessons, unit workbooks, unit essential vocabulary, and grades, obviously. Asynchronous lessons, there are 3 per week. So 3 different lessons that I expect students to complete outside of our time together. I try to keep them as simple and straightforward and to the point as possible. I don't want to play gotcha with students. I don't want them to do 8 different parts for every lesson. So as far as I have seen, students have said that things have been working out pretty well for them. I have seen a lot of success with students completing work. So as of right now, keeping it straightforward to the point, but also making sure that it is still rigorous work that kids have to complete and they are learning what they need to in order to be informed citizens. So any feedback at all, I welcome it. So please let me know how you've noticed things have been going at home. Grades will be posted. I try to update my grades at least once a week, if not multiple times a week. So I try to stay on top of that. Again, if you feel like that's lagging, feel free to contact me at any time. So classwork. Basically, in my Schoology, this is how my Schoology materials page looks for students. You'll see course materials. Underneath that, we'll have our most recent unit at the top, and then everything will be divided up by weeks. So in every week, every Monday by 7:30, I post the week's materials. I have a weekly agenda and overview video that kids can look at to help them figure out what they're doing that week. Again, all in-person lesson materials, as well as our 3 asynchronous lessons. So all of that is in my course materials folder on Schoology. Students have been, again, finding most things. I have not seen any glaring problems, but if you have any thoughts or any confusion about how my Schoology course is set up, please, again, I am open. Reach out to me. I respond to my emails all the time within a few minutes, so just let me know. So grades. Students are not going to have a cumulative final in U.S. government. Instead, we're going to have shorter unit assessments. So after every unit, I will assess what I think is important for them to know. There will also be a post-test for students to complete, but this is not going to be a long 100-question final. It's going to be more like 25 multiple choice questions. And these questions are usually questions that you would find on a citizenship exam. So that's what kids are going to be completing at the end of the course. Graded assignments can also be the following, like online Google Docs that kids fill out and submit to me, Schoology video quizzes, Pear Decks, projects, discussion posts. So I do not use just one way of assessing a student's knowledge. I like to use various different applications and assignments to help me understand, are they getting it? So So tips to help support your student. Um, some things that I just think are really important, especially for this year, is to make sure that your student is going into their Schoology courses every day to check on assignments. It is way easier to see what they need to do in each individual class. So a lot of students just go to their Schoology homepage and you will see every assignment that is due for every single one of their classes on the right-hand side, which is overwhelming. It would make me overwhelmed. So I have been telling students, make sure you're going into government and you are seeing what you need to do for government. Go into each one of your classes. Do not just go to your homepage. Also, encourage your student to communicate with their teachers, especially on Wednesdays. I'm available to meet on Zoom all day on Wednesdays to help. That's my planning day. That is when I'm at home. That's when I'm grading, planning stuff for the next day. I am at my computer all day long. So if they would like to meet for 15 minutes to go over an assignment, that's when I'm available. Students can send me a Schoology message, and especially on Wednesdays, it'll come right on my phone. I'll message them back right away and we can figure something out. So please have them communicate with me. Schoology is the best way for them to get in touch with me. And the third tip, students should be completing government work throughout the entire week. I think a lot of kids, the first few weeks, were waiting until the last second to submit everything and submit all their stuff. So that's my biggest thing, and I would have been not great at this if I were a high schooler expected to do 3/4 of my assignments at home. So just making sure they're staying on top of it and completing things throughout the week and not leaving things to the last minute. I'm having my asynchronous lessons 1 and 2 due on Wednesdays at 9. And then my third asynchronous for the week due by Sunday. So on Thursdays and Fridays, we'll go over 1 and 2 that week. And then on Mondays and Tuesdays, we go over number 3 from the previous week. So everything's kind of the same. I'm trying to keep it every week we do the same exact thing so that kids kind of understand that there is a set way of going through my lessons, and I try not to, surprise them with anything. But yeah, these are definitely some tips that will help them stay organized and help them be successful in government. So thank you. I know this was quick and I didn't want to take up too much of your time. So thank you so much for, coming in and checking out my course. The best way for parents to contact me is by email. So if you ever need anything at all, please shoot me an email. I am here. I'm here to support you. I'm here to support your students. This is a crazy time. And at the end of the day, I think if we're all just flexible and understanding of each other, this year will go a lot more smoothly. So if you need anything at all, reach out, and otherwise have an awesome day, and thank you again for coming in, taking your time, and seeing what we're up to in U.S. government. Thank you. Bye-bye.